Nearly 1 year into the coronavirus pandemic, and roughly 4 out of 10 Americans are still feeling the financial impact. Many non-essential workers took a hard hit depending on their household income level prior to the outbreak. And the pandemic has particularly hurt Black and Latino households as well as younger Americans. The Associated Press NORC Center for Public Affairs Research conducted a poll, finding more evidence that the pandemic has been detrimental for some Americans while others weren't impacted or are in an even better shape today regarding finances. Many Americans continue to hunt for work and file for unemployment. Roughly 745,000 requested benefits the week of February 22nd, according to the Labor Department, and a devastating 18 million Americans or so remain on unemployment. Research shows 30% of Americans say their current household income is lower than it was when the pandemic began, while just over 15% say it's higher, and 53% say there has been no change. The poll also shows about half of Americans say they have experienced at least one form of household income loss, and about half of those respondents say their current household intake is lower than it was. Meanwhile, 25% experienced a household layoff, and 31% say their work hours were impacted. And almost 50% that said their household was financially impacted is still being impacted today. Breaking the numbers down even further, 38% of Hispanics and 29% of Black Americans experienced a layoff in their household at some point during the past year, compared with 21% of white Americans. One Black college student at Jackson College lost his job as a server in the campus cafeteria early on in the pandemic. He's now struggling to make rent and car payments, all while trying to continue his education. He eventually made the move back in with his family. In the last month, about 1 in 10 Americans say they still can't make their rent because of the pandemic. Overall, only about a quarter of Americans say they've been unable to pay one or more bills in the last month. I'm Tolly Anderson reporting.